Iron Worth Trading, what's happening? What's happening? Nothing in this live stream tonight will be financial advice. This is not financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Just want to make sure the money was made. I'm gonna let a few people get inside before I get started. What's happening though? Hey TikTok, what's happening TikTok? Iron Worth Squad, what it do? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Said kicking in, right? We're gonna actually dive deep into the stock market tonight. All right, we're gonna talk about all the shit that got everybody buzzing. And talk about everything that got everybody buzzing, cousin. I'm gonna let some people come on in before I get started though. What up, Melody? What up? What up? Let me get the heart count up so we can get some more people in here. But yeah, we're gonna talk about what's going on in the market today. Right now it's 2:05 in the morning where I'm at, October the 7th, 2025. And with the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ smashing fresh all-time highs, right? Last time, S&P closed at around, well, the futures closed at 6,700 or 6,740. NASDAQ at 22 grand, almost 23. And then the Dow Jones dip. We in record territory and some wild shit in the air too. So let's get on with it. What are we going to talk about first? I know what to start with. We're going to start with AM motherfucking D. AMD. I know y'all know about AMD. If y'all didn't, right, last night, in the middle of the night, actually early in the morning, I got a call from a couple of clients. My phone was going crazy. They're like, yo, have you seen AMD? Have you seen AMD? I'm like, nah, man, it's early as hell. What are you talking about? I look, AMD done fucked around and shot up, $60 in one night, right? So everybody pretty much talking about AI. But I just didn't want to, focus completely on AI because then you missed the bigger picture. So the government shutdown is dragging into its second week right now. That's fucking delaying critical data like job reports. The Fed might be flying blind on the rate decisions. Like they don't really know what the fuck they about to come out. They about to come out in about 2 days and give us some rate decisions. But I think they really don't know what they talking about. So we're going to break it all down. My market sentiment for Tuesday through Friday, I'm going to give it to y'all because understanding the vibe is going to help you spot opportunities in this fucking moment of volatility that we got in the market right now. Hey, y'all, while I'm yapping, I need y'all tapping. Yeah, what was that about? Yeah, so I'm going to fill you in. So AMD, hold on. AMD pretty much got a massive AI deal with OpenAI. It's the blockbuster. It's the blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? It bust the block up. Everybody talked about it. It's the biggest news of the week so far, the beginning of October. AMD just stole the show. So, yeah, that's what's fueling it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's making it happen. AMD's massive AI deal with OpenAI that's sending all the microchips, right? All of them are soaring. Hey, I noticed that when I go live, if I don't get about 100 people, then I don't get the algorithm. So I need you guys to do me a favor. Like while I'm yapping, please tap the screen, push the live out to a larger audience. So I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in. What up, Drake? I just got on. I ain't even been live for 5 minutes yet. Just turned the live on. Pull your finger, pull that little tapper out for me, Drake. Do me a favor before you go to sleep, Drake. Help me get the live up. Help me get the likes up. Push the live out to a larger audience, sweetie. All right, so where was I at, y'all? AMD? Yeah, we talking about AMD. Like the markets, how can the markets hit records when a shutdown is happening? That ain't cross y'all mind? Like, how the fuck is the market in all-time highs and we in the middle of a government shutdown? Like that's what really everybody trying to figure out. Is this AI bubble that we in about to pop? Because we are in a bubble. Like, and when I say what is a bubble, that's when everybody is hyping the stock up. You don't have a typer. Or you sell them motherfuckers, but you don't got one. Treat. You sell them, but you don't got one. You need a what? All right, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, is this AI bubble about to pop, or is this the real deal? So I want y'all to tell me, are you bullish on the technology sector this week or not? Do you think technology is about to go up or not? Do you think it's about to go down, or do you think it's about to go up? I know that sounds like an easy question or a simple question, but everybody doesn't just think that this shit finna go straight up and just keep going up. You know, a lot of people think that it's overvalued, overbought, and that the technology sector will come back down. That's what a lot of people think. I want to know what y'all think. Drop in the comment section if you think the technology sector gonna keep going up or come back down. Come on, let me know. Let me know. Drake, thank you for liking the live, baby. Appreciate you. I appreciate y'all for liking the live. Let me know, though, what y'all think. Do y'all think the technology sector will keep going up, or will it come back down? What do y'all know? I'm going to wait on y'all to answer before I keep talking, though. Melody said at any moment. Okay. Well, we know that the market ain't going to wait for nobody. They ain't gonna wait for nobody. So Tuesday, right, is gonna kick off. Right now, we already looking at the futures pointing slightly lower. I don't know if y'all know or not, but you can look at the futures, and that'll tell you, not look at the future, but look at actual futures, the commodities. And that'll tell you, sort of give you an idea of how the stock market gonna open up. So NASDAQ and S&P futures down about 0.15 to 0.18%. Asia is trading that. That's during the Asia session, but don't sleep on the bullish shit that's under the sleeve. Basically, I'm telling y'all, the market could pump. It really could. The big driver is lingering around this AMD Open AI shit. Literally, this one deal, the AMD's Open AI GPU supply deal, that shit could pump tens of billions in revenue. Y'all don't hear me though. I'm gonna say it again. OpenAI and AMD's supply deal could pump tens of billions in revenue and has semis like AMD up 23%. 23% yesterday, dragging the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index up 2%. Sentiment here is super bullish for tech and AI plays. I mean, literally everything that's under $200 right now, you still got the opportunity to get in. Now, I'm pretty sure y'all was looking at AMD for the longest, right? I mean, just looking at it like it wasn't worth buying and shit. Looking at it like it wasn't worth buying. Palantir, NVIDIA is waiting patiently for people that complain about not having money to invest. It's giving you none but opportunity, none but time and space and opportunity to get in before they take the fuck off, the same way like AMD just did. I need all of y'all to do me a favor and share the live out. I never asked. Share the live out, share the live out, share the live out. AMD been steady. That's right, Queen, but a lot of people have been ignoring it. They've been ignoring it, as well as, like I said, all the other ones too. Taiwan Semiconductor. I want y'all to scroll down my page and look for the post I put on there earlier this year. Taiwan Semiconductors was cheap than a bitch. I told everybody to, I wasn't telling everybody to buy, but I told everybody this is a good buy. Everybody was so stuck on the video, and I'm like, this is gonna beat NVIDIA. Look at it. It's $300 now, leading the way. So that's not to toot my own horn. Oh, y'all lucky I ain't got no horn button. That's what I'm gonna add that to the sound deck. I'm gonna get it to a horn button. That's way back from Radio Shack. Yeah, no doubt. And their chips, them and Intel, they chips being just about every fucking device. You know what I'm saying? So people sleeping on them for what? I have no idea. So, like I said, the market sentiment for technology is super bullish, and for AI. I think NVIDIA or AMD holding key supports around 150 for the longest, because that deal that just happened, with OpenAI is going to, they supposed to be taking a 10% stake in AMD. That means they even more locked in than what you think. OpenAI is Chat GPT, if y'all didn't know. If y'all didn't know, it's Chat GPT. Why does this matter, y'all? It signals duopoly strengthening in chips, all right? Y'all know what duopoly mean? Double-headed, double-sided strengthening in chips, right? Pulling in broader NASDAQ strength as investors rotate back into growth after last week's M&A buzz. But the ongoing government shutdown, right, means no fresh economic data today. We're not about to find out about no economic data today. So no consumer credit, no mortgage apps updates. We ain't getting none of that shit during the government shutdown. That amplifies the uncertainty and doubt, y'all. That make it even more fear, uncertainty, and doubt. ADP jobs came in weak, 32,000 last week, negative 32,000. That's showing us that there's a softness in labor. It ain't a lot of jobs as you think it is, at least according to what they say. Now that all this information is public information. You can go look this shit up. And for Wednesday, so there ain't no news coming out tomorrow. No news. Wednesday, Fed is speaking. The rate cut. We got another rate cut, and the Fed's going to talk on Wednesday. So that's a lot of volatility. You're going to look out. That's for in the middle of the week. So everybody going to be trying to figure out what the fuck Jerome Powell talking about, and everybody else that's going to be talking too. So we seeing rotation in defensive like utilities, right? Biotech shut down, furloughs hitting 750,000 workers, but AI could keep tech afloat. AI could keep the technology sector above water from dipping and crashing in the middle of this so-called crash or government shutdown, because it ain't really a crash. Ain't shit crashing. We in all-time highs. Let me see what else we got. Ain't shit crashing. We in all-time highs right now. Hold on. Bitcoin. Let's talk about it. Let's bring the crypto bros out. If you listening to this video and you a crypto bro, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in the mouth. You love the slideshows, images and all. Yeah, you know I have to try to make sure I give the picture book people something to look at. But I really want to put all words up here, Melody. And also thank you, Melody, for stopping through. You was in a whole nother, you was up on the panel and you left the panel quick as I told you I was about to go live, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Dreek, if you still in the comment section, Dreek, thank you. All my returning followers, y'all who I do this shit for. Everybody else, if you new here, hit the follow button. You don't want to miss another live, all right? So, like I was saying, Wednesday we got the feds coming. They about to speak or whatnot, and we dealing with Exxon, the gas station. They got energy lags, layoffs. So that's oil. That's signaling oil weakness. While the optimism, NASDAQ breath is solid, and Bitcoin's all-time high at 125,000 is spilling risk-on vibes to crypto-tied stocks like Coinbase. All right, listen, when crypto is up, crypto-related stocks are up too. When crypto is crashing, when crypto gets ready to dip, because it's going to dip. When it does, I tell y'all this a lot. I hope y'all hear me. We are buying puts on anything crypto related when this starts to dip. That's free bands I just gave out. Y'all listen to me. The power of execution is real. If you execute the information that I tell you in these live streams, I'm not telling you this shit for shits and giggles. It's for you to capitalize on the information. All right. So we got Thursday, October the 9th. We're going to have earnings season igniting, coming right back up. You got to pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention Thursday, too, because the fireworks going to begin. We got Delta, Pepsi, a couple of other ones coming out with their earnings. And then Trump, you know, he be on that flip-flop shit. He be on the flip-flop shit with the risk inflating costs. And then we got to deal with margins. So I know, for you, I don't know about margins and shit, but the prices change when you entering into these trades. And we look at the spread. We look at how much is it going to cost me to buy or sell this contract, right? So pay attention to the margins and stuff. I want to talk about Friday as well, and we're gonna wrap the week up on Friday. Pretty much the second week of October? Yeah, the second week of October. So AMD stole the show for the first half. Basically, they deal to supply 6 gigawatts of GPUs to OpenAI. I know that's like nerd talk, but they about to put ChatGPT on the fucking map. Think of massive computing power for scaling ChatGPT. A lot of computing power to make ChatGPT an even bigger machine than what it already is. Potentially worth tens of billions a year. Not at one time, tens of billions a year. So as soon as that news hit the public, shit, this was while we was asleep. The stock went up 23%, pushing QQQ to records and highlighting the AI arms race. Remember, I keep telling y'all, this is just like when motherfuckers was racing to get to the moon, racing to be the first country to go to the moon. Yeah, and yes, I don't even want to say competition, Melody. I feel like it's blowing everything else the fuck out the water. So, I mean, now listen, keep this in mind that I think it was Meta or Microsoft, one of them, they thinking about becoming an energy company. They use so much fucking energy that they about to start selling electricity too. All right, and I talked about that in a completely different live, but you can do your own research when it comes to that. But right now, AMD and OpenAI is a power pact, a power couple that's fueling the AI infrastructure boom right now as we speak. This shit is pushing QQQ to new heights. And it's about to do some shit too, so yeah. But Bitcoin blasting 125,000, gold near 4,000 on hedges. Tesla's affordable electric vehicle event tomorrow could push Tesla up. I hope y'all heard me, right? Tesla might be the thing to play this week. Because they got an event coming out where they about to talk about their electric vehicles. Just that speech alone could pump Tesla. I heard an analyst said AMD to $300. Got to look into that. Hey, Melody, $300 is slight. We talking about all the AI stocks and technology stocks are not to be slept on. They are not to be fucking slept on. While they are under $200, while they are under $300, all right, do you think, let me ask y'all a question. Which one do y'all think is more valuable, ChatGPT or Netflix? And I want y'all to give me an honest answer. Give me an honest answer. Ask me which one do you value more. I don't want to know which one is actually more valuable because I think we all know the answer to that, right? But I really want y'all to tell me, what do y'all think is more valuable, ChatGPT or Netflix? Give me an honest answer in the comment section. I need to see. I will not talk anymore until y'all tell me. I will not continue. I need to know what y'all think because this is going. I'm making a point here. Thank you, Her Glam Secrets. Thank you, Michael. Do you guys think? Thank you, Queen. Do y'all think ChatGPT is more valuable than Netflix? Which one? Netflix or ChatGPT? Which one is more valuable? Because right now, Netflix is trading over $1,000 a share. Can't be Netflix with inflation and the price to the consumer, says Queen Glitz. So someone says Netflix. Ava, why do you value Netflix more than AMD? Or why do you value Netflix more than more than ChatGPT? Because that's OpenAI. When I refer to ChatGPT, I'm referring to OpenAI because they don't have a publicly traded stock, but you can have exposure to them through companies that have relationships with them. But Ava, notice that Netflix is trading over $1,000 right now, and all of these other valuable ass stocks are not as valuable as Netflix when you compare the price of it in the stock market. So Netflix is making a shit ton of money and has been making a shit ton of money. And I don't think they're going to stop making a shit ton of money, right? But the stock is overvalued. We know this. We know that Netflix is too fucking much right now. They need to do a stock split or something. Mom. Yeah. So my point is, that makes every single stock that we know is more valuable than Netflix, that is way cheaper than Netflix, a good buy. Does it make sense? Think about it. If you could go back in time to 2022, 2023, when Netflix was the same price as Palantir, when Netflix was the same price as AMD, when Netflix was the same price as Nvidia, and you could have paid for Netflix back then when it was the same price as these stocks, you wouldn't have, because you would have been looking at them like, what's a good stock to buy? Come on, Kevin, you know what's a good stock to buy. How about whatever phone you own, right? That company. What about whatever shoes you wearing? Start with that company. Start with the shit that you actually consume on a daily basis so that you can stop being a consumer and move towards being a producer or an investor, right? But good stocks to buy right now? None of them, because everything is in such of a fucking bull run. Excuse my French. Everything is in such a bull run, right? That you're buying them at such a high price that if you really want to be an investor, then you should be doing something called dollar cost averaging, which is you buy the whole time. You don't just buy one time and then you're done. No, you don't just take all your capital and spend all that shit at one time, y'all. That is not how you invest into a stock. Dollar cost averaging is all about buying on red days. What do I mean by buy on red days? I'll show you. Stocks go up and down, right? The price of the stock goes up and down. If you buy at the top when the price goes up and then the price goes down after you bought in, you lose money. If you buy when the price comes down and you get in when the price comes down, right, and it goes up, you made money. That's called dollar cost averaging. That is how you invest in a stock, okay? You don't just get in, you wait. And then check this out. When you look at a stock on a bigger picture, then some days the stock was red on a whole day. Like literally the stock dropped that day at a lower level than what it was the rest of the week. That was your buying moment. It's not about what to buy. It's about when to buy. You understand what I'm saying? Do that make sense? It does matter what to buy, but it don't if you buying it at the wrong moment. It don't if you buying it at the wrong moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to look at SPY right here. This is the S&P 500. The S&P 500, for those that don't know, is an ETF, an exchange traded fund. Now, SPY tracks the 500 best performing companies in the United States. Okay, this is how you can see how the market is doing overall. If you want to see how the technology sector is doing overall, you can track QQQ, the NASDAQ. It's only technology stocks. Okay, ETFs, these are not really stocks. ETFs are not really stocks. They are a folder. It's like a folder of stocks. Yes, Kevin, everything is so inflated. Yes, but in April it wasn't, and people were still acting scary and shit. So I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear it. Because in April, when people were saying, you know, the sky is falling, we were saying that this is a good time to be buying this shit right now. We knew it was a good time to be buying it. I mean, so cheap. So cheap. When SPY do dip, I think it'll go all the way back down into the 500s, right? For sure. No doubt. When they do dip. Now, that's if we can... I don't know if it'll hit 700 first or not. We about to get into that. ETF is like a folder of stocks. Good way to describe it. Yeah, for sure, Melody. So look, we're going to get into that. What pattern, for those that know, do you see on this chart? I want to show you guys something about, I'm going to teach you about a resistance zone. Not even a pattern. We're going to learn about the resistance zone. Put a W in the chat if you want to learn about the resistance zone tonight. 500, Gordon. Yeah, bro. But I wouldn't be trying to guess it. I wouldn't try to predict when it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I got y'all. Since I see some W's, y'all about to learn about the resistance zone. So right now, you're looking at SPY, and there's a strong level of resistance around $672. That means that every time SPY got up there to $672, it came back down, almost as if there was an imaginary ceiling there stopping it from going up. Every time it gets there, your ass should be thinking about buying puts. And if this was futures, you should be thinking about press and sell. Are you with me? Before I proceed, do you understand what I'm saying so far? I know my professionals do, my seniors and shit. Y'all know I'm not talking to y'all, but if you new here, I need to make sure that you're engaging. I need them because you listen now. Hey, I didn't ask you to pay me not a dollar. I didn't ask you to spend a dollar, but I am asking you to pay attention. I am asking you to spend time. Okay? You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. You got to spend time. Hit the follow button if you are new here. Right? The ones who was new here, they grew here. So I want you to grow here too. What up, Bama? What up, Bama guy? My whole ports and QQQ puts. Okay, why? Don't get me started on you user 2567 91 250. Change your name, buddy. Never say your name in another live stream again. All right, anyways, the resistance zone. When the price reaches that level that I just taught you guys, which is what they call resistance, aka the ceiling. Okay, you see the prices going up there. It hit 672 on the left side. Pay attention. The green candlesticks are showing you that the price went up. The red candlesticks are showing you that the price went down. The price went up to 672. It hit that level. It did not break above that level. So soon as you see that, you take notes, ladies and gentlemen, right? You say, okay, you want to pull out your handy dandy notebook. All right. Do you see that little pencil in the bottom right corner of the screen in the middle? Like not the bottom right, but you get it. You see it, the pencil with the squiggly line. You would click on that and you would pull out a horizontal line and you can mark resistance. And this is just about on any broker. This is not just Robin. Matter of fact, while you on your phone, you can't really do it on Robinhood, but you can on the desktop version. You can on Webull on your cell phone in the desktop version. And I'm not sure if you can do this on Fidelity, but I'm pretty sure you can on Thinkorswim on the phone, right? Pretty sure you can. And there's every brokerage, TradingView, no matter who you use, you can pull out that toolbox and become familiar with drawing trend lines, horizontal lines, vertical lines, using the Fibonacci retracement tool, the Fibonacci extension tool, etc. I have a boot camp where I will teach you how to use all of that. The link is in the bio. But for the sake of the video, let's continue. When the price reaches $672, it bounced down from there almost as if there was an imaginary ceiling there. So it came all the way down and it got to about 668. When it got to 668, I would pull out that tool and mark that spot as well, because that is my level of support. Now, support is the floor. Don't support kind of rhyme with floor, kind of, right? So the floor is the support. The price got to that level and bounced off of that level. I'm going to keep that level in mind, right? So now I got 672 and I got 668 marked. 672 is resistance. 668 is support. So 672 is the ceiling. 668 is the floor. When the price bounce off the floor, ladies and gentlemen, where does it go to? If you took a bouncy ball and you threw it on the floor really hard, it's going to hit the floor and it's going to bounce up and hit what? I know it's a simple question, but I wanted to register in your brain. Tell me when the price hits the floor, it's going to the what? Let me know. I want to see if y'all are paying attention. Put it in the comment section right now. When the price hits support, it is going back towards where? If it does not go below support, where's the price going to go? I'll wait. Yes, the ceiling, Gordon. Yes, the ceiling, McKenna. Yes, the resistance level, Gibson. Yes, but no, user 25, 67, 69, 12, 50. You are incorrect, and I need you to change your name. So when the price gets to support, the only time you are to buy puts is if it breaks below that level the next time it gets to that level. All right. If you look here, it got to 672. It hit 672 and it came back down to 668. But it made its way all the way back up to 672. It hit the ceiling. And when it hit the ceiling, did it break through the ceiling and go to the attic, or did it go through the roof and go to the moon? No, it did not. Instead, it hit the ceiling and it bounced back to the floor. Yeah, Melody, you can go ahead and do whatever you got to do to him. You feel me? You my moderator. You put belt the ass you want to. I'm not stopping you. Do what you got to do. We got to send him to where the food is cold and the drinks is warm, since he want to be in here playing. But yeah, like I was saying, so the price got all the way back up to 672 and it did not break through it. That was your indication that it was going to do what, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see if y'all paying attention. When the price hits resistance and does not break through resistance, where is the price more likely to go? Where is it the most? Where is it? What is it going to do from there? What is it most likely going to do? What's most likely to happen if it hits resistance and doesn't break above resistance? Let me see if y'all paying attention. I know it's probably elementary. I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm looking to help those who don't know to figure this out so that you got some type of edge in the market, because you don't want to just be making trades and trading your P&L. When you just buy, you just get in a position and now you looking at how much you making or losing, and that's what you using to determine when to get in or out. That's crazy. That's crazy work. I want better for you. Anyways, the price hits resistance, and yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. You're right. The price pulls back from there because guess what? It did it once. It did it twice. It came back down. This time, I want you to pay attention. The first time it hit 672, it came down to 668. It made its way all the way back up to 672, but it did not go down to 668. It created what is called a higher low. It's a higher low. Because 668 was a lower low. All right. Before the price went up to $672, it was at about $669.50. And then it went up to 672. Then it came all the way down and created a lower low at 668. Went all the way back up to 672. Came down to create a higher low. Went up to 672 again. Came down to create another higher low. Now I'm going somewhere. Are y'all paying attention? Put yes, coach, in the chat if you paying attention. Yes. Yes, coach, I'm paying attention. I need to know y'all with me before I go on to the next slide. Okay, so you notice that the price was creating what? Higher lows. You notice that the price kept hitting the level of resistance. This is known as what I told y'all I was about to teach y'all. I'm going to show you. This is known as a strong resistance zone. The zone acted as resistance multiple times, although the price made higher lows. You hear me? After the price failed to penetrate that zone, we got massive bearish pressure right after that. Do y'all hear me? Right? I don't think y'all hear me, though. Hit the heart at the top if y'all hear me. Y'all hit that heart. Send me them heart me's. It helps me with, what's the word I'm looking for? It helps me with engagement. It helps me with the algorithm. It pushes my live out to a larger amount of people. Shows them, hey, this guy, hey, they fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Help me out here, you guys. I'm helping y'all out. Help me out. That's all I'm asking. And it probably cost you 1 penny to send that heart too. 1 penny. It cost you 1 cent. Look at the amount. So I'm giving out all this information, and I'm not about to beg for a penny. I'm just bringing it to your attention because I know a lot of my followers and users don't know shit about TikTok for real. A lot of y'all ain't never hit that button down there, but those gifts show TikTok that my viewers enjoy my show, and it shows me to more people. I'm already almost at 40 people just because a few of you guys start hitting that fan club. I need some of y'all to hit the follow button. If you haven't hit the follow button already, I will, if you just came into the live, I will go over what I just talked about so that you too can fully understand the strong resistance zone. I just showed y'all, didn't I just show y'all in real time how the price kept hitting resistance and it kept creating higher lows? It says successful investing takes time, discipline, and patience. I'm going to show you again real quick. I'm going to go over it again because look at SPY. Tell me SPY is not in a strong resistance zone right now. This does not look like a strong resistance zone. It kept hitting 672. It has came up above 672. It has hit this level though, and it has not broke above it 3 times damn near. Really more than that if I can, I'll zoom out. But I'm just showing you where this is showing you that the price is more than likely about to come down because the price kept coming up to this level of resistance, 672, and wouldn't break above it. Then it come down, but every time it came down higher than it was before. When the price does that, and it goes by the time we go back up to resistance again, pay attention, because if it don't break above it, what are you going to do? Are you going to barbecue or are you going to mildew? Y'all let me know. Let me know what you going to do. Is you going to barbecue or mildew? Put it in the chat what you going to do. I want to know, it's not only does it manifest what's going to happen, but it solidifies in your subconscious. So when time comes, you know, hey, it's time for me to barbecue. Right? So not only it helps me with engagement, sure, but I want to make sure you locked in. So let me know in the chat what you gonna do, BBQ or mildew? No, for real. If I tell you a duck can pull a truck, then hook it up. So SPY is literally in a strong resistance zone right now. I just showed y'all exactly how and exactly what that means. I'll dive a little deeper into SPY. You know what I'm saying? I'll get a little deeper into SPY. We got OpenAI. This is also a pattern I want y'all to pay attention to. This is a bullish continuation pattern. I'll show y'all what a bullish continuation pattern look like real quick too. This is a bullish continuation pattern. I'll show y'all what a bullish continuation pattern look like real quick. All right, what we got? Do y'all see that ascending triangle? Remember I just showed y'all how SPY looked like it was in a strong resistance zone? If SPY breaks above the resistance zone, that pattern will be invalidated and it would actually be an ascending triangle for the simple fact that the price is making higher lows. So you have one or two things that could happen. It could either go up or down. For sure, we know this. But how do you know which one is going to do? By paying attention to support and resistance. Support and resistance is going to be your key. It's going to be your guide. These are your levels. That's what you hear people talking about support and resistance for. Those are levels that you really want to pay attention to. So the ascending triangle, you got a bearish flag, you got a bullish flag. So a bearish flag, the price come up, but it keep making lower lows and it's making lower highs. And then the price will take off on a bearish flag. But even though it says bearish, because it's creating a bearish channel in a bullish trend. You understand? A bullish trend, bulls and bears. Let's talk about that simple ass term. Bulls is when a bull attacks you in an upward motion. If a bull was to charge at you, it's going to swipe up with his head and knock you clean off your fucking feet, right? And if a bear was to attack you, it would swipe in a downwards motion and tear your face clean the fuck off, right? I like to cuss, y'all. It's fun. Because my mama and my daddy told me I couldn't do it. I wasn't raised this way. They told me I couldn't do it when I was young. And every time I got a chance to, I would cuss. Also was very articulate. I could read, right? I love reading for fun. I read for fun. I do these pictures on here for some of my picture book reading ass followers. You know what I'm saying? All right. So what was I talking about? SPY. Let's go back to SPY real quick. No, open. Open is in a bit of a bearish flag. It's a bearish flag. I think I called it a bull flag or a bullish continuation pattern because it is. When a bullish continuation pattern means that it's about to keep being bullish. All right. But a bearish flag is a bullish continuation pattern because it's showing you that the price about to keep going up. If you look at the bearish flag and what makes a bearish flag, how the price went up and then it came down like that. After it pulls back like that and comes down, that's when you want to get in, when it comes down. So that's what this looks like in real time. You'll see the price come up like that, and then it'll start to come down. when it come down, you get in. That's your perfect time to get in. I love chart patterns because for the most part, right, the price doesn't really stray too far away from that shit. It don't really stray too far away from it. Much love from New Zealand, Wellington. XDC all day. It's all the way in New Zealand, Wellington. I appreciate you for tuning in, buddy. Thank you so much from the other side of the world. Thank you. All right, so we have all of these red lines, you guys, and ladies and gentlemen, all of these red lines and blue, baby blue lines, even the yellow dotted line, the orange line, I put those there, okay? I put those there, and you can put those on your chart as well, too. Once you understand support and resistance, you will know what they are for. Melody asks, so AMD is overbought, has a bullish continuation, and open is showing a pullback. No, that wasn't AMD. That was the S&P 500. That was SPY. And SPY is in a strong resistance zone, Melody. And if it doesn't break this 672 level, it could come all the way back down to 668. And I'm looking for it to come all the way back down to even as low as 666 again. All right, like it did last week. All right, so we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about it. I was just telling them about, if you learn chart patterns, though, it's hard for you to be confused once you know support and resistance. So we will go over this chart setup. All right, so the 9 EMA is if you look in the middle of the candlesticks, there's an orange squiggly line that's going through the candlesticks. That is the 9 EMA. EMA is the exponential moving average. All right, you guys, we do indicator nights on, like, I think I do it on Wednesdays. So I'll do that tomorrow. But tonight we're not going to go over the indicators. I just want to get through the market sentiment for SPY, right? So the line in the middle, that is the 9 EMA, the orange one. The blue line going through the middle of the candlesticks, that is the 20 EMA. And then the purple one, the big purple line going through the chart, that is a 200 EMA, okay? EMA, exponential moving average, is just showing you the average price of that stock for the previous 200 days, the previous 20 days, the previous 9 days. Hence the term 9, 20, 200. And then on the right side of the chart, in the baby blue bars that's on the right side of the chart, there's not really baby blue. It's like navy blue with like a 60% opacity level on it, right? Whatever. I just nerded out, but you get what I'm saying. The slightly light blue bars on the right side of the chart, that is the volume profile. That's showing me the volume at certain price levels instead of showing me the volume during certain time periods. Like the volume bars on the bottom, the red and green vertical bars on the bottom of this chart is showing you the volume during that time. But the volume profile indicator is showing you the volume at certain price levels. All right, put a W in the chat if you understand me. If not, I got to continue for the sake of time, right? And you should just definitely join the community, and I will definitely make time for you outside of the live if you didn't get that. But hit the follow button as well so that you don't miss another one. So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of price structure analysis. Okay, each one of those red lines that you see going clean across the chart, those are levels of support and resistance. All right, so remember I told you that support is the floor, resistance is the ceiling. These are levels that the price bounced off of, almost like a flight of stairs. Like you throw a ball down the stairs and they bounce off them stairs or whatever, or a fucking slinky, right? This is like a slinky going up some stairs, right? So each level represents a level of support that the slinky bounced off of before it went up to the next level. That's a kitty ass analogy, but please stay with me. All right, stay with me. Key levels identified. We got immediate resistance sitting between 672 and 673, right in the middle, 672.50. The price keeps hitting that level. So it rejected twice there Monday, forming a local double top zone. That's like a double top, really looking like a triple top. We have immediate support at 669. So like really, I want to say 670 Okay, that's near the 200 EMA kind of. Let's see, strong buying interest here. So a lot of people want to buy here. Okay, they want to buy calls or they want to buy the entire underlying ETF. But I want you to note, I want you to pay attention to the visible volume shelf on the profile. Look to the right and look at the volume shelf at 668. So around 668 is kind of low. I want you to pay attention to all this shit because this is how I use these indicators. It's with the lower trend line and with the prior low. It's aligned right with that trend line. It's just showing you that it could bounce off this level again. This is a key level where buyers previously stepped in very strong. The moving averages, the 9, the 200. First of all, the 9 and the 20, they are converging very tightly. They are right close to each other. They dancing. They doing the goddamn cha-cha together. That's signaling consolidation. That means the price may go sideways a little bit. Or we could see a possible trend change, meaning it can go in the complete opposite fucking direction. The 200 EMA, the purple line, that's sitting right below the current price, right? That's like, so right, it's 671. Is the purple line at like 669? That's the dynamic support. So that is a support level. If I want to do a put, I know that I can get out at 669 because that is a level that is the price over the past 200 days averaged out 669. That's how they come up with the EMA. That's why it's called a moving average. Do I really have to go back and get y'all a math class on how to find the average of a group of numbers? I ain't even gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do it. I'm just playing. I'll do it. Take 10 people. Put them all on a scale one by one. You got all their weights written down. You got how much they weigh written down, each one. You want to add up that number. Don't get me to lie to you. Add up that number, right, of all their weights, and then fucking divide it by how many people it is. That's how you come up with the average of a number. Somebody who's good at math, tell me if I'm right or wrong. So when you hear an exponential moving average, it's just telling you the average price of that stock during that time period. If you're using a 9 EMA, it's the previous 9 days, the previous 20 days, the previous 200. What do you do in your Discord, said BET? We do exactly what I'm doing right now on live. I live trade in there. I give market analysis, chart analysis in there. I look at a lot of positions that people show me like, hey, do you think this is a good watch list? Do you think I'm holding this too long? Do you think, or would you hold this long? Stuff like that. But this is not financial advice, though. It's a community. It's not a place where you can just come and try to get fish, but I teach you how to fish. And you are more than welcome to get a 7-day free trial to the premium or just join it for free. You could join it for free and not even have to be a premium member, buddy. Just hit the link in the bio. All right, so where was I at? Volume profile. It's showing a strong high volume area around 670 and 671. That's when the bars stick out the most. That's how you know when it is a high volume profile, right? It's a high volume area, meaning it's going to be a lot of buying, a lot of volatility and volume right in that area. That's a key equilibrium zone. So a break above $672.50 could push to the next low volume zone, which is 675. We can shoot up $3 straight to 675. So a break below 669 opens the door to 666. Because I know if it break below 669, 668 is strong level, but still, I'm looking for, I told you. And I ain't trying to be on no funny shit. I think it's going to go back to 666 again. You heard it here first. If not, it'll bounce off 668 and we'll see new all-time highs again, right? But now I'm going to tell you about the indicator on the bottom, the MACD. The MACD is the one with the red and green lines on the bottom. And, all right, look at the very bottom of the chart. You see the RSI is the blue line, the one right above that blue line is the MACD indicator. MACD stands for moving average convergence divergence. A convergence is when two things run into each other. A divergence is when two things go away from each other. Okay? So moving average going into each other or moving average going away from each other. All right? And when you see this happen, whenever the blue line falls under the signal line, it is bearish. Whenever the blue line rises above the signal line, it is bullish. That is how you use a MACD. So the MACD line, right, the blue line, is slightly above the signal line, but very close. So this is weak ass bullish momentum. The histogram, which is the shit that's oscillating above zero, all right, the histogram is turning slightly positive. So that's kind of suggesting an attempt to flip bullish, right? But it's not convincing enough for me, y'all. If the histogram expands a little bit more to the upside, then we can expect this shit to hit 672.50 again. But if it turns down and the sellers get control, again, that's going to happen around 669. It's going to come all the way back down again. So let's look at the RSI. That's the blue line. The RSI is the relative strength index. The relative strength index. I memorized all this shit because I enjoy this. It was fun. It was fun learning. Learning is fundamental. Making money is fun because spending money is fun. So investing money is fun too, right? Who don't want to make money make itself? Who in their right mind wants to work all the time and trade 8 to 12 hours of their day or sweat off their brow or blood and sweat and tears and shit, right? Breaking nails and all this extra shit when you can just invest. And all you older people, can you tell these younger people, don't they want to invest right now while they're young? Can y'all please help me out in the chat and tell older people, tell the younger people they need to get started on investing right now. And to my older people, I'm going to let y'all ass know, y'all, hey, listen, time keep on slipping. You ain't trading futures, looking ass. No, for real, though, you're getting too old. I ain't trying to be funny, but you should have an investment account, a portfolio of some sorts, okay? I am not going to lead y'all down the wrong path. I will continue to give out free information here. And if you're serious about it, reach out to me. Only if you're serious. We're going to do a 5-minute assessment and figure out your investment profile and where you need to go from there. So when I'm done with my live and I don't see people in my inbox trying to take me up on that offer, I'm not going to charge you for this assessment. It is going to be free. Call me as soon as possible. Reach out to me as soon as possible. Let's get this shit going. Somebody asked me the other day on Reddit, what is in it for you? What's in it for you? Why are you doing this? If somebody had did this for my mother when I was younger or told me, my life would be different. So I have dedicated the rest of my life to financial literacy and teaching it to those who don't know, because they don't teach us this shit in school. And if people remember me and tell their grandkids about me, I go down in history like the great men that I read in books. So I wrote books too, and want to continue to write books and go down in history. I want to be somebody and do something great with my time and energy down here on this planet. That's why I'm doing it. Because in order to be great, you have to do great things. Now, the S&P 500. I was just telling y'all about the RSI, the relative strength index, but I got carried away. Whenever the RSI is over 30, whenever the RSI is over 70, it is considered, the stock that you are trading with that indicator on it is considered overbought. That means it's overvalued, it's overbought, and it's more than likely about to come down. Whenever you see the RSI line over that 70, then you know that the stock is overbought, it's overvalued, and is more than likely about to come down. Whenever the RSI is under 30, it is oversold, it is undervalued, and it is more than likely about to come up. Are y'all understanding? So 70 on the RSI is overbought when it's over 70. When it is under 30, it is oversold. So the RSI is at 52 right now. That's neutral. That's not overbought or oversold. Plenty of room for either direction. RSI bouncing off the 40 to 45 zone earlier shows mild buying pressure is coming back in, but no strong momentum shift just yet. So we ain't got to worry about. I'm just letting you know these levels so that you could pay attention when it does hit this. And maybe you guys don't trade the S&P, but this is a great one for, hold on, because TikTok is pulling up zebras asking me to drag the puzzle piece. Like, what is this? Like, what the hell? Anyways, yeah, they just want to throw my train of thought off so y'all don't get this money. But it ain't nothing gonna stop. Ain't nothing. Ain't no mountain high. Ain't no valley low. Ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far, okay? I'm gonna pull the fuck up and let y'all know what because you keep saying the F word. I can't help it, Melody. What they got a problem with? Listen, don't give me. You know I was about to crash out, Melody, and I was gonna say the F word 10 times in a row just now, but I'm gonna calm down. I will refrain from using profanity for the remainder of the show. Is this spot? Yes, it is. This is the S&P 500. I apologize to the ladies and gentlemen that have a problem with that. To be honest with you, fuck you. I'm just playing. Man, y'all, my birthday, October the 30th. I'm a Scorpio. I can't help it. This is how I am. I try to be myself outside of just being this uptight ass person because I am not a Poindexter. I'm not a suburban dude. I'm going to be myself, y'all. Thank y'all for helping me out with the gifts. Thank you guys. If y'all are new here, hit the follow button. And also, somebody says, good day, mate, from Australia. We swear like troopers. I love it. I love it. We got Australia in the building. I almost said something stupid and ignorant. I'm going to still say it. My favorite show when I was a kid was Crocodile Dundee. And to this day, I want to go to Australia. And if I do, I'm going to dress like a tourist. The boots, the hat. I'm going to go down yonder, mate. All right, I'm done being ratchet. I'm done. Let me get back on SPY. So basically, all right, to make a long story short, there's no strong momentum yet on SPY for us to just be like, oh, this shit finna go to $700, blah, blah, blah. Here, blah, 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 blah. Is that a tank top or a new bra? So the trend lines and patterns. Upward, red trend line from lower left support. The structure, like it's showing you higher lows. These trend lines that's going up, that's slanting upwards, I put that there because somebody says some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. What are y'all filtering? What got filtered? If your comments are getting filtered, I apologize. Let me see. I wonder what y'all saying. That's getting filtered. TikTok said y'all the one going crazy, not me. I ain't see. Take a look at SES AI. I think it's ready to reach new highs. Charlie with money. I don't hit the follow button real quick. Let me see if you follow me because I don't think you have. I find it amazing that you can come in here and ask me that, Charlie. I hope you follow me. If you follow me, look at that. I knew you didn't, Charlie. Ain't that bad? Asking me to look stuff up and you ain't even hit the follow button, homie. Come on, man. What's up with that? All right, anyways, I'll check it out in a second. Check this out. The upward red trend lines on this from the lower left supports the structure, the higher lows. It's showing you that it's literally in an uptrend. All right. So if you look at the top resistance, it's really flattening. It has flattened, forming a rising wedge or ascending channel pattern. If the price fails to break above 672 and it loses 669, the wedge can break down sharply, like shoo, elevator down type shit. Whenever it do dip, y'all gonna be like, what the? Your jaw gonna drop the same way we did today with AMD. So. Yeah, this shit need breakout confirmation. We needed to break above 672. And then we could see 675 or 677. Other than that, it's going to trade sideways for a minute. It could be choppy. Anywhere from between 679 and 672, this shit could go sideways. Someone says, protect your crypto. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here. For the simple fact that he's right as far as protecting your crypto. Yes, you do want to use a decentralized wallet. But no, you don't want to use Web3 or whatever the hell he talking about. I don't know what he talking about. But yeah, you do want to protect your crypto. You don't want to just have your shit sitting out there where people like him can come take it. So some of y'all don't even got crypto, so you ain't got nothing to worry about. But don't sleep on that shit either, though. Because crypto is not like the stock market. It's a different beast in its own. People looking at Bitcoin like it's too much right now. It's 125,000. Nick, boy, listen, I almost said something. Nicholas, I'm gonna say Nicholas. I said Nicholas TikTok. Nicholas, Saint Nicholas, Santa Claus looking at. Listen, that threw me off. That really threw me off. Yeah, I'm looking at SPY, the S&P 500. Somebody remind me what I was about to say before I had that brain fart. Bitcoin. That's right. Bitcoin. It is it's literally 10% of $1 million. So when Bitcoin hit $1 million, Faye, right? Will we be like, damn, I could have bought in? Like a fractional share ain't even bad at that point. I mean, what if I told you it's gonna hit $1 million? You gonna say I'm fucking crazy, just like the people that said we was crazy when we saying it was gonna hit 100K. Stop listening to people. Don't even listen to me, but listen. At least have a horse in the race. Don't get caught with your pants down. You feel me? At least have a horse in the race. All right. So anyways, before diving purely into technicals, it's wise to layer I'm just gonna give you a forward-looking technical plus sentiment-driven projection for SPY. That way, over the next coming days, you're not lost. For the rest of the week, you're not lost because SPY tracked the whole market damn near. So based on this chart, and I got some other market signals, I'm gonna give you a probabilistic, no guarantees, but I'll frame like the most likely paths of what to watch. Okay, so before diving purely into the technicals, it's wise to layer in the market mood. So I like to look at the put to call ratio for SPY, looking at who buying puts, how many calls is out there, and if right now it's fairly elevated, which suggests a push toward bearish people buying puts or hedging. They probably using it to hedge what they already got as far as the options. So you keep that in mind too. So on the fear and greed index, the market is not showing extreme greed or extreme fear. It's likely in a balance zone. Let me see if I can show you. I got something I made just for this. Let me see if I can pull it up. Here we go. Here we go. We got about 2 to 3 primary scenarios on what SPY could do. Here's the mechanics and confirmation. So we got short EMAs, the 9 to 20 cross above each other, and that begins a diversion upwards. MACD histogram accelerates. I'm gonna stop playing with y'all. I'm gonna stop playing in y'all face. I'm sorry. It gets late and I get a little goofy. It's about to be 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna stop playing with y'all. Stop playing in y'all face. Like I was saying though, so the next zones to watch 675. Remember I told y'all that if we break 672, we already know that. I really want to get the hell off SPY. I done told y'all what SPY gonna do. Listen, watch 668. That's the support zone. That's where the EMA was at. Watch 672. We break above 672. We going to 675. That's the next resistance. And then 677, maybe even 678, right? If the path clear, of course, we got to go past them one by one. But if the price fails to close above that shit, then it's going to get rejected real strong. Just watch the level. It ain't a matter of when. It's a matter of how much the prices needs to be before you to enter a put. And if it don't break above 672, then don't buy no fucking call right now. You want to buy calls when it dip down. I'm telling y'all this because it can be a matter of you making a lot of money or not. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, that just about wraps it up with SPY. I'm off SPY. Let's talk about Webull. You have an opportunity here. You have a big opportunity here. If you didn't get the ride Robinhood wave, or you ain't make no money from the Robinhood stock, you have opportunity to make money from the Webull stock. I know y'all, I don't want to hear nobody say they can't afford $13.92. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nobody tell me, oh, I can't afford to invest. Because it'd be like certain stocks be real cheap for people who real cheap. I mean, literally, Rolls Royce is so fucking cheap, it'll make your jaw drop for how cheap it is for you to be a shareholder of Rolls Royce. All right, even Nike. I tell y'all this about every other live. I let y'all know it's cheaper to buy shares of Nike than it is to buy a pair of Air Force Ones. Okay? Now, this stock right here has potential to go all the way back up over $60, $70 and into the hundreds. I know in the future it will be. I know it's like you can't guarantee shit. This is not financial advice, but I know it will be. All right, you will see. One day I ain't gonna say that either. I'm almost close to having my license from FINRA Series 6 and 7. I'm finna have all that. Taking classes as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. So the financial advice, it ain't right now, but it will be in the near future. I'm qualified. I'm telling you, Webull is undervalued. This stock is it's better than Robinhood, and I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna stand on that. Webull is better than Robinhood. Don't argue with me. Argue with your neighbor. Argue with Stanley. Stay off his grass. Webull is it should. So the fact that it's better than Robinhood, and Robinhood is over $100 a share. Webull is a great buy for me. Somebody says Plug has been really good to me. Who said that? Donovan. Yeah. I got in Plug, but I don't think I was in it for too long. I just did like a day trade on it. It wasn't a lot of volatility that day, so I ain't really been back in it. I think that's a long-term position, though. Yeah, I think that's a long-term position. It is. I need to transition. I'm too lazy. Yeah, but even then, though, Melody, this is a great investment, though. Like, it's $13 a share. I got puts. I mean, not puts. I got calls on this to go out to 2027. That's called a leap. When you buy a call that expires about a year out or 2 years out or 3 years out, that is called a leap. Yep. Now, what is, let's see, SMCR. SMR is what I have. What I have for y'all on SMR. Oh, yeah, I'm shorting these. I got my list of stocks that I'm shorting. These is what I'm buying puts on. So I'm looking for an opportunity to short Snapchat. All right, I got puts on Snapchat loading. Keep loading. So if this shit go up to about, I really want to see how high it could come before I enter those puts. However, it isn't a guarantee that it could come back up before I get a chance to do that. So I do have limit orders in place for if the price comes up to that level, I'll enter into a put. And then I also will just go ahead and do a market order. If it does not, I'll be prepared either way. And understanding the order types, y'all, I can't stress how fucking important that is. All right. So one of my clients, and I told her I was going to tell y'all this story, and she said she didn't give a fuck. She told me I could tell y'all the whole thing. We got up today, and all I know is, right, everybody was talking about AMD. Right, everybody was talking about how AMD was just did some real crazy shit and shot straight the fuck up. Okay, cool. This is how we was. So I went live at about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock a.m. And this was in the pre-market. So what up, Noel? This is in the pre-market. So we go live. I'm like, hey, listen, because I know a few of my clients was in AMD calls, and I'm like, listen, when the market open, it's gonna be a sell-off. It's going to be a sell-off. When the sell-off comes, you want to make sure you use a market order to try to get it filled immediately. You do not want to use a limit order. It won't get filled. It's happened to me too many times, y'all. So I'm knowing this was going to happen. And I said it about 3 times. You feel me? Man, listen. So they already was up like $3,000 before the market opened. They up 3K. Soon as the market opened, Robinhood was on dirt, though. I ain't gonna lie. Robinhood was on dirt. Robinhood was on dirt, y'all. They was on dirt. Somebody in the what you call it said, I heard Robinhood shut down this morning to force people to lose money on AMD. All right, that's what the rumors around town is. That Robinhood did some old GameStop shit and made it to where people couldn't close their position in time, right? But anyways, so what you call it got on there and still after all that shit I said about the market order, still used the limit order. Okay, still used the limit order and was like freaking out, like could not close that motherfucker in time, was fumbling. Like real talk, it was like watching Edward Scissorhands try to place a trade on the phone. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. I watched Edward Scissorhands day trade on the cell phone, on the iPhone today. It was like, and was stressed the fuck out and I'm like, calm down, calm down. You know, y'all cannot trade with emotions, but most importantly, I need y'all to understand the difference between them order types. Like the order types is important. You don't want to, like think that you know what you're doing and you don't know the different types of orders. All right, so we're going to go over that for a second. A limit order, a market order, a stop order, right? This is when you are getting into a trade. I don't care if you're buying a put. I don't care if you're buying a call. You understand? Now we're going to talk about it on the buying side for a second. You want to buy a call or a put, but let's say you want to buy a put, since a lot of people struggle with buying puts. Let's say you want to buy a put, and a put is when you think the price is going down. We're talking about stock options, ladies and gentlemen, but you can also use this same information when trading futures. Also, if I'm not mistaken, you can do these same type of orders in Forex too, but for the most part, this is how you can use this information I'm teaching you and trade futures or the stock options with it. Okay, so you got all these different types of orders, and whenever you buy in a call, you thinking the price about to go up. A call is associated with up. Think about it. You call your friends up. You put the phone down. Okay, so calls is for up and puts is for down. Whenever you think the price is going up, you buy a call. Whenever you think the price is going down, you buy a put. But what type of order do I use when I want to buy a call or a put, Cedric? Well, I'm about to tell you. If you think the price is about to go up more before it goes down, you would want to use the right type of order instead of just getting in the trade. Because if you want to just get in the trade, that's called a market order. A market order is going to get you filled. You're going to be able to buy. Your order is going to be filled immediately at the current price. It'll get you in at the best available price right then and there. But you have to deal with slippage. So you deal with slippage on a market order whenever you buying in, even selling too. What is slippage? SLIPPAGE, slippage. Okay, that is when the price the price of the stock moves. In between the time you press sell and your order actually got filled, you could lose or make a couple of more dollars, like because the price is constantly moving. It's not going to stop for you to place a trade, right? Now, the limit order is going to be pending. It's a pending buy order to be filled at a lower price. And then the stop order is a pending buy order to be filled at a higher price. If you think the price is about to go up more from where it's at and you want to get in at a higher price, you use a stop order. Why is that necessary? Because you might want to make sure that it's really going up. A limit order is a pending buy order to be filled at a lower price. If I want to buy a call or a put and I think the price is going to go in the opposite direction first before it going in the direction I wanted to, I'll use a limit order so that I can get that contract cheaper than what you pay. You don't have to pay what they asking you to pay. You can control how much you spend on the contract. It might not get filled. That's why it's called pending. Someone says, I can set a limit order at a higher price. What are you talking about? Okay, PB Films. You can set a limit order at a higher price. What I'm talking about is when you are buying. Okay, so a stop order and on the buy side versus a stop order on the sell side. You can set a limit order, yes, but a stop order is a limit order as well too, because you setting the limit. Don't get confused on the words and the semantics. Don't get confused. You can use a limit order at a higher price. Now, a stop order is saying, hey, when the price gets to this price, when the price gets to this level, I want to get out. And then you can tell them how much you want to get out for. Okay, well, if you're not confused, then don't ask me what I'm talking about. The fuck? I hate when people come in here and say stupid shit. Like, don't believe me. Go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up. You hear me? Hey, y'all, don't listen to nothing nobody say. Everything is public information now. We live in the age of information. So nothing, literally nothing is new under the sun. I'm not telling you shit new. I didn't make this up. I didn't make these orders up. When you go to place an order, pay attention to the order type. Bottom line. W's in the chat if you understood that much. If you get that much, I can move on. Make sure you pay attention to the order types, understand the difference, and know when to use them. Even on the sales side, when you are selling, I would like to get out immediately. I don't want to be trying to fumble with the fucking limit order unless I have a stop loss set, right? You gotta have a stop loss set. And then my stop loss set, I'm going to be moving that anyways, but I will not fumble with trying to get out of a trade when I'm ready to get the fuck out of a trade. I'm going to use a market order and I'm going to get out the trade unless I just want to use a stop loss. And that's every time, really. I want to use a stop loss every time, but I'm letting you know sometimes I get the fuck out the trade and I cancel that stop loss. Sometimes it's necessary. This is aggressive trading. Not just sitting on your ass thinking you could just, this, like, nah, you don't just press a button, click, 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 click. Nah, I seen a guy lose $79,000 from January to now from just doing that clicking shit. And I didn't know what the problem was till he showed me his trading history. And he was taking 36 trades from 9:30 to 10:52. It's over trading. Over trading. Overtrading. Number one, entry without a proper planning. That means you just buying in. Oh, somebody on TikTok last night was talking about Snapchat, so I'm gonna buy Snapchat. You ain't listen to shit. You ain't have no type of entry, no plan. You feel what I'm saying? And if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Overtrading is taking too many trades in a day. There is a such thing as overtrading, especially y'all that make the money and then give it right back. Oh, y'all crazy as hell. Listen, they didn't like me. A crap gang hate to see me coming because I walk away with my profits and everybody be ready to get on me. They be mad, bro, because I'm walking away I'm leaving up. I'm not about to give it back. I'm not giving shit back. Y'all give it right back. Learn how to be cool. Don't get caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Some of y'all get caught with your hand in the cookie jar being greedy. How many times y'all entered into a trade, seen it positive, seen it green, and didn't get out just for it to come back down into the negatives, right? And then you end up getting out at a loss. Stop doing that shit. Revenge trading, trying to get it back. Now you trading, trying to make back the money you just lost. That is an infamous right there. That a lot of people that fell victim to revenge trading, and it can happen to the best of us. Trading is 90% psychological. 10% of the shit I just showed y'all, none of that technical analysis shit matters as much as you paying attention to what you are thinking before you enter a trade. Remember, I was just telling y'all to exit before the stop loss get hit. I was just telling y'all, I will use a market order before that motherfucker even get hit. And then I cancel the stop loss. I do that sometimes. That's not a good thing to do though. Let your stop loss, give yourself time. You put a stop loss there for a reason. All right. Your stop loss is there to you saying I'm going to risk 100 to make 300. Right. It's cool to take a loss at 1%, 2%. You stopping yourself out. The price, you're going to get yourself out the trade. And guess what it's going to do? Soon as you get out, it's going to go right where you wanted it to go. Scared money don't make no fucking money. Y'all know that. But yeah, scared money don't make no money. And we trade with the trend. So what is there to be afraid of? If the shit is in an uptrend and it pulls back, what are you afraid of? You can put a stop loss at the top on puts. Yes, you can, Jordan. Thank you. I like people that come in my live and give facts instead of trying to question the facts that I'm giving. Like, why don't you just look this shit up for yourself first, but don't come in here misleading the people. But Jordan Blake O'Neal, you a champion. All heroes don't wear capes, man. Thank you for pulling it to the live. Yes, you can put puts. You can put stop loss on puts. You can put a stop loss on calls. Like, there is no reason not to use a stop loss. I'm going to talk about that for a second. And this is I'm going to put it in a very simple way for everybody to overstand, understand, right? And understand. You're going to get it. Your trades should only go in one or four ways. A big ass win. I mean, I'm talking about a big win. The type of win that make you smile from ear to ear. I want y'all to think about how much money will make you smile right now. And yeah, that's what I mean by a big win. Number two, a small win. A small win. Right? Number three, a break even. Meaning you didn't win a lot. You didn't lose a lot. You just broke even. You didn't win anything. You didn't lose anything. You broke even. And last but not least, you lost a little bit of money. You lost a little bit of money. And a big loss is not a fucking option. Excuse my French. I'm sorry for cursing. My bad, Melody. But yeah, a big loss is not an option. Someone says, for beginners, I barely know. I need help. What do you mean? Can anyone educate in dumber ways? In dumber ways? I just read dumber, so I can't help you. For beginners or the best videos to watch. Yes, join the Discord, bro. It's getting late. I need to go to sleep. I just read dumber. It's time to go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep. And then in about 5 hours, the stock market opens for me. So I do need to get ready and call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. I've been on for about 2 hours. And if you caught the ass end of the show, the replay will be available on my YouTube channel. Just go ahead and subscribe to it. The link will be in the bio. Join the community. Also, I made sure that you guys can get a 7-day free trial to the premium. If you don't like it after 6 days, you can go ahead and cancel the services and take your shit off of there and leave if you want to. But I'm pretty sure you're not going to do that. I'm pretty sure you're going to make enough to where you're going to want to stay. All right. You're going to fall in love. And it's going to be happily ever after. You don't believe me? Give it a try. You ain't going to hurt you by trying. You just hit the link in the bio. And if you are new here, hit the follow button. I need y'all to hit the follow button. If you don't have an investment account, if you want to build a portfolio, I will give you a free assessment so we can figure out your needs. We can figure out what type of investment you need to be doing for you to retire at an early stage. Let everybody think about this real quick. I want you to tell me what number you associate with retirement. What number do you associate with retirement? For the sake of manifestation, put that number in the chat. For the sake of manifestation, so we can move into the reality in which you retire at that number. Put that number in the chat right now. What number do you associate with retirement? Melody says 39. Come on, let me see some more answers, y'all. What number do you associate with retirement? I like these answers. Queen Glitz, great answer. Future Soto, great answer. Chris, great answer. These are wonderful. Do y'all want to know why those are wonderful answers? Not because of the amount, but because of it being an amount. See, a lot of people think that retirement is dealing with a certain age, and it doesn't. What is your independent financial number? What number do you need to be financially independent? Your financial independent number. And it's an amount. You can retire once you hit that amount. So you don't got to turn 60 to hit that amount. You don't got to turn 70 to hit that amount. But what you do need to do is start investing. You do need to take steps to reach that amount. Oh no, Melody, it's okay. It ain't listen. I asked that question in that way for that reason, Melody, because they raised us to think that it was about age. It ain't you. They taught us that. They taught us that, a lot of old traditional investors or financial advisors, they pretty much advise their clients to invest in a way that will make them retire in between 60 and 75 years old. That's the old way. That's the new way. You got 19-year-olds making a whole fucking retirement account off shitcoin. So we're not doing that no more. This is not that. You feel me? Right. But yeah, but hear me out though. So for those that just came in, I'm offering before I get off to reach out to me, DM me we can do it tomorrow because time is of the essence. We can get you an investment profile started and start working on your portfolio to where you can hit that retirement number at an early age and be on the route to it. And according to math, you will hit it. This ain't got shit to do with nothing else. You follow this step, you're going to be there. Let me let y'all know something. $1 million is $1,000 1,000 times. I'll say that again. $1 million is $1,000 1,000 times. What up, Filthy McNasty? I should have sent it out to you. I could have just sent it out to you. But when I go live, I kind of forget to do that. I get so carried away, and I forget to just start sending it out to all my people. You know what I mean? But tonight, I pretty much went over AMD and how AMD and OpenAI is leading the race to this AI boom that we in. Are we in an AI bubble? Is this shit about to pop? You feel me? And what I mean by that is all these stocks that's overpriced about to come down. We looked at SPY levels. I marked out all the levels on SPY. Let me see. I'll pull that back up real quick. I'm just giving you a quick overview. We not tired of winning yet. I remember Orange Man said that we was gonna be tired of winning, and I think the winning just getting started. I think XRP is chill as fuck. No Instagram no IG Wheezy. I think it's chill as hell. It's slow than a motherfucker. And if you really want to make some money, you need to fuck with something that got a lot more volatility in it. And then you can take the money that you make off the things that got the volatility and put that into the XRP and hold it on the long term. That's not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I think about XRP. I think it's a turtle, but turtles win the race. All right. We in a bull run. After Bitcoin, remember Bitcoin just hit 125. After Bitcoin pumps, the altcoin pump afterwards. The altcoins, we could see $4 on XRP next. But why would I be excited about something going from $3 to $4 when you got stocks like AMD that just shot up fucking $50, $60 in one night? You got stocks like GoPro that went from 50 cents to $3, right? In a matter of 6 months. Meanwhile, we waiting on XRP to do some shit that it took a year to do. Gold, this was off Twitter. Gold hovers near record highs at $3,960 an ounce. That's almost $4,000 an ounce gold that came up to. I think the winning is about to begin only for those who are in position, right? Only for those that are in position. This is an ironworth trading community. Every house is going to be green from profit, baby. We're going to see profits. We're going to look at our portfolio and it's going to be profits because we're not doing what other people doing. We don't give a fuck about what other people doing. We paying attention. And then we're not just, doing what we're not predicting. We are literally adapting to what's going on. So don't try to guess what's happening. We are not going to try to guess. Hey, Filthy McNasty, you know, Tesla got a event coming up where they're about to talk about their electric vehicles. I know you love Tesla. You love Tesla. I know you like Tesla. So guess what? They got an event coming out. They're going to talk about the electric vehicles. It's going to be a lot of volatility. So whenever it dip tomorrow, if it dip today, get in at the bottom. Don't just jump in. This ain't financial advice. Don't just jump in. That's crazy. Wait for this shit to drop because it's going to be a lot of volatility on Tesla, and don't let it be good news because this is me predicting the news again, Filthy. I could be completely fucking wrong, and they could say some stupid shit in that event that could send Tesla back down, right? But I highly doubt that. What are the odds of that, right? But a stop loss will protect us in case we're wrong. I want y'all to keep that in mind. If you ever wrong about what direction the stock is going in, the stop loss is your protection. That's your insurance. You ain't got shit to worry about. You're going to get your money back. Whoop-dee-doo. 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 You're going to get your money back. You're going to be all right. But if you trade without a stop loss, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Trade without a stop loss if you want to. Your ass is grass. Especially if you're wrong. If you're right, cool, whatever. But if you don't have that safety net, then you're going to be hit. So, yeah, like I was saying, AMD is actually on the downside now. It went up, sure, but I think it's a sell-off, but it's holding 200. Let me see. AMD is holding 200. It ain't dropped back below 200 yet. Micron Technology. Oh, yeah, I was going over the types of orders. Filthy. And I don't think I went over this one. The steps for opening a trade. I want y'all to start. I did go over the support zone for SPY. And I'll go over that again, but I just want to show them something real quick. So step 1, mark your zones. You got support and resistance marked out. Cool. Now you know immediately just from marking support and resistance, you can put a call. You can go into a call whenever it get down to support and don't break below support. You can buy a put whenever it gets to resistance and it don't break above resistance. So that's immediately right there. Just from step 1, you got some sense of direction. Step 2, you wait for confirmations. You got a sense of direction. Yeah, the price came up to resistance and it didn't break above resistance, but I need more than that. That's not enough, right? I got you, Filthy. Anything I got, you got, big brother. So that's not enough. Step 2, I need a confirmation. I need to know that what I'm thinking is about to happen is really about to happen. This could be news. This could be the RSI that I showed y'all how to use, the relative strength index. This could be MACD, the moving average convergence divergence. This could be anything that is they call it confluence. CONFLUENCE. That's the word for tonight, confluence. Y'all look that word up, become familiar with it. Learn everything that consists of everything that constitutes being a confluence. Learn all the confluences. Anything that could be a confluence. Let's see if I even use that word right. Sometimes I use words I don't even remember looking up. I want to make sure I use that word right. Constitute. Yes. Constitute. Definitely used it right. Okay. Anything that constitutes a confluence. Anything that is a part of being a confluence. CONFLUENCE. Those are your confirmations. Now, step 3, take the trade. Pull the fucking trigger. You use this analysis paralysis shit. Like, oh, I'm scared. I want to do it, but I don't know what to do. Do some research. Do some studying. Sure, you can have a mentor, but the best way to learn is to actually trade. One of my clients didn't remember how to even do a market order. She hadn't traded in about 6 months. So everything I had taught her earlier in the year, she damn near forgot. Not all of it, but you start riding a bike, you'll forget how to do it. So to keep this shit fresh on your brain, paper trade. Even if you're not trading, every now and then you can be looking at the charts. I want y'all to know our great grandparents did not have access to stock charts and indicators and all this extra shit. They was drawing this shit on a piece of paper. Pardon me. They was drawing this shit on a piece of paper. Like, that's what they was reading the newspaper for. That's what they was reading the newspaper for. We got all this, man, we spoiled as fuck and still don't be using it. Now, step 3, take the trade. And when it says use a good risk to reward ratio, it's basically telling you don't put in $1,000 and then you get out when you made 100. Oh, your shit up 100 and you get out. That's crazy. That's 1,000 to 1. Now, an even better risk to reward ratio would be 100 to 1,000. You could risk 100 to make 1,000, but even then, that's not realistic. Realistically speaking, right? The price could give you 1,000 off that 100 that you put in, sure, right? But a true level to take profit at a better one would be a 1-to-3 ratio. So if I put in 100, I'm looking to make 300 for that 100. If I put in 1,000, I'm looking to make 3,000 for that 1,000. You can get out at 2,000. You can get out at 1,000 profit. As soon as you see $50 profit, you can take profit and get out. Someone says, because, let me see. Hold on, Mod. I can't see the comments. Because every time I enter the trade, I lost and it's blowing me. Well, what happened, Christina? Tell me about it. We can get to the bottom of it. Why do you think every time you enter the trade, you lost? I'm going to tell you one thing. If you're not paying attention to the entry level, it's going to fuck you every time. I want all of y'all to listen to me. I'm sorry for cursing TikTok. Please forgive me. Because if TikTok be ready to put me in the corner, y'all, and then I don't even be able to go live for days because I didn't say the word. But if you don't pay attention to your entry level, it will hurt you. And what do I mean by that? Before you enter into a call, ladies and gentlemen, before you enter into a put, why don't you just wait and see if you can get a better entry? I saw that. Why don't you just wait until you can get a better entry? I just put 500 in Charles Schwab. What should I invest in? Lamar tonight. Hit the follow button. I don't see your name on the follow list. I need you to do that step 1 because I need to be able to find you after the live is over with. You understand? If y'all don't follow me, I get off. I might never see you again. You might never see me again. So please hit the follow button, and I will need to talk to you on the phone. I need about 5-minute assessment with you to actually see what are your goals. If I just tell you what to invest in, I don't know if you want high growth. I don't know if you want slow growth. I don't know if you want, I need to know what type of investment account do you even want to grow? When do you want to take profit? How often are you going to take profit? These are all questions that I would need to answer. If I wanted to know, what do I invest in? Somebody says, I'm definitely not giving up, though. That's what I'm talking about, Christina. That's the type of energy you need to have. That's why you're going to be successful. You're going to be amongst the 1%. I don't know if I entered it too late, or you said you don't know if you entered it too late or what. Let me see, too late or like my trade, it too long. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Join the Discord. We're going to get to the bottom of it. What's something I can do today and onward every day on a phone to make a band, please? Have you ever heard of dividends, Mr. Spilling Steve? Have you ever heard of REITs or dividends? Okay, there are different tools that you can use to do exactly that, but it's going to take money, Mr. Steve. It takes money to make money. People want to know how to make $1,000 a day, but they don't know that it's going to require you to actually deploy some money to employ some money. You have to deploy money to employ money. What do I mean by that? If you want your money to work for you, it has to be some type of money working for you, or you will be working for you. And you will be working for the money instead of the money working for you, right? Instead of the money making money and working for you, that's what's going to happen. How do you identify if it's a leg up or reversal towards liquidity after market exhaustion? Support and resistance. Simple. Support and resistance, upload magic 333. That's an easy answer. How do you identify if it's a leg up, right? Because it's either a leg up or a leg down. So you looking at support and resistance, you looking at higher highs and higher lows. And then he said reversal. Hold on. Reversal towards liquidity. Now, let's talk about liquidity. You set a stop loss, and you got to understand that you setting that stop loss below the previous level of support. You got to understand that the market makers see this shit, and they going and I mean, I'm pretty sure you and a million other people got a stop loss set at that same level. And so they'll do something like a liquidity sweep or a liquidity grab. They'll make the price come down to that level, hit your stop loss, get you out the trade, and then go in the direction that you knew it was gonna go in. Hey, Filthy McNasty, that liquidity grab shit is real. So when you setting your stop loss and you making it tight as hell and it keep getting hit, that's why. No, I mean, you know, minus us not having a good entry is why that would happen. But if you have a good entry, just like everybody else might, it could look like a clear setup. I mean, this trade could look perfect. And the market see that shit too. So yeah, you gotta adapt. You gotta know how to adapt. You gotta think a lot of the trading is algorithm trading too. Plug is bullish, but it ain't enough volatility and volume in it right now. But Plug, I think that if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. So Plug is one of those stocks I say stay ready on. If you get what I'm saying. You stay ready on Plug. You stay ready on Open. You stay ready on GoPro. You stay ready on REKR. You stay ready on these type of stocks. So when the shit pop off, oh no, let me start that list over. You stay ready on Palantir. You stay ready on NVIDIA, first of all. You stay ready on Taiwan Semiconductors. You stay ready on Micron. You stay ready on SMCI. You stay ready on BBAI, which is Big Bear Technology Solutions. That shit is moving on the slow side. But I do know that I like when stocks do that. I do know that it has potential to go double digits and triple digits too. It's almost like buying Palantir when it was under $10. How much do you invest in your stocks every month? That depends, Abram T. That varies. But I do allocate a percentage every month. I just change that percentage based on how much I made that month because it's not at a set. I don't get paid minimum wage, right? I don't get paid an hourly rate. So it varies. If I got paid minimum wage, that would be different. But I wouldn't say, oh, I can't invest because I get paid minimum wage. I know some people, I just helped them the fuck out. And literally, they just called me and said in about 2 months, at the rate that they going, they can get the fuck off a minimum wage clock. They can get the fuck off the clock. They're going to do something else, but it bought them time. And that's what it's all about. You can't, if your bills, if your expenses and your liabilities outweigh the income that you got coming in, that's a problem. Like, ask yourself that question. I want all y'all to ask yourself that question. I know some of y'all already know the answer to it. Does my expenses and liabilities outweigh my assets? Does my assets outweigh my liabilities and expenses? If so, right? If you have more liabilities and expenses than you do income or assets, that is a problem. I need you to, I know a lot of y'all already read the book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Some of y'all need to go read that book. Go read that book. It's your jump start into financial literacy. This shit is not all about trading the stock market. For those that don't want to learn financial literacy but want to trade stock options and want to trade futures, you're a gambler. You might as well go to the casino, right? Be a long-term investor, y'all. Take the money that you're making from trading and invest it. It's Boss Man P. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Everybody's read it. And I mean, they used to make us read it in school, but some of us didn't pay attention to whatever teacher that was trying to get you to read that book in school was trying to save your fucking life. And it ain't like it's a Bible or nothing, but the information in it is quite simple. You take your income. For those that didn't read it, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna give you the meat and leave the potatoes, right? You take your income, whatever money you got coming in, you take that money, you pay yourself first. Instead of paying your bills, I ain't telling you don't pay your bills. I'm telling you to pay yourself first. You need to allocate a certain percentage towards what you got going on. You need to build some assets, okay? Assets, intellectual property, real estate, passive income, royalties, things that generate you money. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. For all my business owners, why don't you have your business in a trust? Homeowners, is your house in a trust? Parents, all you parents out there, do you have a will? Do you have your children set aside what they gonna get? Because if not, the state gonna do it for you. Oh, y'all ain't gonna like this last one. You got car insurance, but you don't got life insurance? Make it make sense. So you really don't love those around you if you don't got life insurance. You really don't love those around you. Think about what the fuck is gonna happen to you after you pass away. Okay? This is facts. It's not fear. You build. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. A 5-minute assessment can change all of that. I hope y'all press follow and reach out to me tomorrow. I'm going to give you my phone and I want you to call it so we can get down to the nitty gritty and start focusing on building generational wealth for you and your loved ones. I'm pretty sure if you're in this live right now that you are the architect of your family's legacy. It's up to you, the savior. So don't miss this jet. Don't miss this jet. The link is in my bio, Christina. The link is in my bio. You should just be able to click on it and be able to join from there. You should see like a join the community button. And like I said, you get a free 7-day trial. Okay. So for the premium, the Discord is free to get in overall, but I do have a premium section for those who truly support. They get another level of support from me. I also have robots that we built in there that delivers the breaking news. We got unusual whale robots. We got Twitter robots in there. Shout out to Chad. He in Africa right now. I'm not sure if he's still rocking with me or not, but big shout out to Chad. But big shout out to my administration team who helped me get to where we at right now in there. I know sometimes I'm so busy on TikTok that they in there giving out call outs and signals that's hitting like 8 out of 10 times. The ones that don't hit be early. Shit, they don't be wrong. They be early. So, I got a team. Every time I come across people like I have tonight, I've came across some very smart people in the live that come in the comment section and they share information. They share their market sentiment and they right. A lot of times they be right. And I go back and I connect with them. I like-minded individuals. I take them under my wing. They take me under their wing. We connect with each other. Next thing you know, they are part of the team. I'm building an empire. If you would like to be a part of this team, reach out to me as well, too. I'm serious. This is not a joke. I don't want y'all to think that I'm, joking right now. I'm super serious. I have an opportunity before I get off. I'll share that opportunity with y'all too before I get off. But hit the follow button if you are new here and you don't want to miss another live stream. I don't want you to miss another live. So for those who may be unemployed, you may be employed and you want to make some money on the side. This is not financial advice. This is an opportunity, a business opportunity. Okay. If you want to learn financial literacy and also help people build generational wealth, this is an opportunity for you. You can get your license to be a financial advisor. Okay, you can do insurance too, GDM. It ain't just insurance though. Far from it. I don't touch insurance, but I can. You understand? I can. But if you want to make some money, this is the opportunity for you. Reach out to me, inbox me. We're going to get you started immediately. All right. So with that being said, I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all night. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Actually, the morning. It's 3:54, 4 o'clock a.m. So today, we're going to make today twice as good as yesterday and half as good as tomorrow. If you missed the entire live stream, will be replayed on YouTube. Go to my bio, hit the link in the bio, and subscribe to me on YouTube so you can catch the replays. If you missed the live, sometimes you guys might miss it, and you can always watch the replay on there. Mr. Spillin' Steve, could you re-ask the question? I'm sorry, it got lost in the sauce. How do I start trading? It's so hard. It is not hard. It is very easy. Boudiqued. I will show you. Hit the link in the bio. Connect with me outside of this live stream. What was your question? Mr. Spillin' Steve. Anybody have any questions before I leave? Go ahead and ask me one more time, Steve. I apologize. My grandfather is a Cowboys fan, so I'll answer your question. I'm just joking. You hit the follow button, so I'll answer the question. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, Jacob. All the altcoins and meme coins, they're gonna pump since we see a pump on Bitcoin. Steve, I don't see you. Let me see if I can find Steve's question because I don't see it. Good night, Patron. Good night, everybody that's leaving. About dividends. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I need you to give me, I told you I need an entire assessment with you, sir. You would have, send me your number or I'll send you mine, and I need you to literally get on the phone with me. It ain't gonna take us but 5-10 minutes. Can you do that for me? I think, let me see about, I can tell you now, you know, you want to get some REITs and some MSTR. Let me see. I don't see your comments yet. They're not coming through. I just searched through about 40 of them and I don't see it. That does not look like a flag pattern. I would have not taken that trade, to be honest. Damn. Chase and Joy. Oh, you talking about the one in the middle? Yeah, I feel you. And if you wouldn't have taken that trade, you would have missed out. Queen Glitz, what you say? Hold on, let me see. They coming in so fast. Actually, they're not coming in. Why are my comments being filtered? Let's see what's going on here. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't understand why they hiding comments. Can you go a little more in depth on the Fibonacci? Yeah, we do that on Wednesday nights. I go over indicators. So please hit the follow button. You do not want to miss tomorrow's live stream. I'll go in. I'll start out talking about Fibonacci. Just as gold had a massive cup and handle, check out silver. Oh, I'm super bullish on silver. Working a few later. All right, Filthy McNasty. Super. Hey, listen, silver is going to have silver got a bigger upside than gold do. You can make more money on silver right now than you can gold. Even though gold continues to rise, silver is going to pump because silver is being used on inside of medical devices, inside of electric vehicles, inside of a lot of technology. Thoughts on Webull? Very bullish. Your brother did not lie to you, Christina. He trying to tell you, he trying to help you out. Like, don't listen. Y'all need to link up, man. Like, let's link. I hope you joined the Discord. What can I do with 10K? King Will, if you're serious, you can literally build your empire with that. You can get started with your empire, your legacy. Thanks a lot for the live. Appreciate quality content. Steve, I thank you for being a viewer tonight. Thank you for engaging as well. Everybody go follow Steve Duran. Thank you, Steve Duran. I appreciate you. Big shout out to you. What's the Discord? I'm trying to learn, bro. Hit the link in the bio. You guys feel free to join. It is completely free. However, the premium section comes with premium features. My phone is actually about to die, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on the charger, and I'll see you guys later on. Wish my very articulate messages would go through. Mr. Spill and Steve, I wish you would inbox me after the live or tomorrow. I'm serious. A lot of y'all come in the comment section, and I'll never hear from you again outside of the live. That's crazy. Inbox me. I'm not like everybody else. I will talk back. I'm going to follow back. Hit the follow button, y'all, before I go. I will respond back. I answer questions. Take advantage. All right? I'm going to holler at y'all. Make today twice as good as yesterday. Half as good as tomorrow. I'm just broke, so I can't take action. Bro, I just told you can get in the Discord for free. You can take action, Steve. Stop talking like that, man. Your mentality is that. Don't say that no more. Don't say that no more. Ever again in your life. Don't ever let me hear you say that. Starting today, I don't ever want to hear you say that because I don't have those type of friends. So if you that, then I can't be your friend. You see what I'm saying? I don't got them BROKE friends. You ain't one of them. You will never be that. Now that I know you, because I make people richer. As soon as you came into this live, you was rich, buddy. We wealthy and we attract money. We money magnets. You see what I'm saying? Because if you chasing money, it's running from you, and we ain't running from it. Ain't running from us. We ain't running to it. It's coming to us. We are attracting it easily, effortlessly, in an abundance, in an infinite amount, and a consistent rate. Everybody that's in the live and everybody that hit follow. Hell, everybody that didn't hit follow too, just because you joined the live. That's right. See, she claimed it. She already know. When you claim it, it make it even more real. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all have it. I hope y'all hit follow so you don't miss another live. And I hope to connect with y'all. I hope y'all inbox me. I need a job. Well, listen, you might need to reach out to me, Steve. I have one for you. If you're serious and you ambitious and you got a good work ethic, I got a job it's not a job. It's not even a job. It's a business. You can make $10K a month, $20K a month, depending on your work ethic. Reach out to me. Thank you for joining this fan club. I almost said I love you. I'm going to let you know something, though. Even though I don't know you from a can of paint, you showed me love. I got love for you, too. You understand me? That's right. All right, so y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all have a wonderful day. Any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me or inbox me.